name's Conan Fire and welcome to a Conan Exiles video. Today we're going to go check out the new decorations and see how they look. What do I mean by decorations, you might ask? Well, with this brand new event that's coming to the Exiled Lands and Sipta, I believe, you will be able to talk to this guy, the Master of the Hunt, and trade with him. In his inventory is a bunch of stuff, including cosmetics and weapons and much more, and that is what we're checking out today and having a look at. So let's get ready and see what we're looking at today. I guess we can start with a really obvious one that is on me right now, is the bestial regalia. And yeah, this thing I really like, although my oh my. The bottom bit's like, whoa. But this is a really nice cape. I love capes in the game, so I'm glad they're doing more and more of them. They just look epic. Yeah, sometimes I wonder if they're YouTube friendly though, with the amount that hangs out, but you know. I really love the cape. Really awesome. But let's head over here where I got everything laid out that you can have a look at. Now, some of these things I'm a bit confused by, but hopefully I can kind of explain it a little better in the video. I guess we can start with the paints, which I'm kind of glad about because these are really cute. And we have the Were Hyena paint right here, which I will say ever since Midnight Grove I've really wanted to play around with these paints and have them so I could decorate my base with, so I'm quite glad about that. That is the Rhino paint, which is honestly so adorable. Love it. And then we move over to the side and there is the Panther paint, which also lovely, adorable. Not much to say about these, but something to check out for sure. And then we finally have the Mammoth paint. There are a couple of other ones, but we'll have a talk about those as well. So you're going to see these two big red splooges on the side. This is the boar paint, this is the gorilla paint. And I don't think they're completely already in test live at the moment, or public beta, whatever you want to call it. So there's a bunch of cosmetics in here today I'm very confused by because they are pre-existing or they're random, and I think they're just placeholder for now, I'm hoping, because some of them are, well, that doesn't look like a boar, that doesn't look like a gorilla, does it? Unless that's the aftermath of what happened to the boar and the gorilla. I don't know. But for now, we can't see those, but we can see these. So that's just a little disclaimer. There's also these little mini mushrooms you can get from this event. So you can pick them up, you can place them. Green bioluminescent mushroom and the red one. And they are super tiny. Maybe for some really minute details, if you're doing a build or making some kind of fancy food table, I think that would be their usage. There is a couple of things you can get, and I will tell you they are extremely tiny, so bear that in mind if you don't want to spend your teeth on something like that. We then have the two brand new weapons, which look awesome, by the way. There's this one, which I'll just show you right now. It's a new hammer, so looking really cool. There's it's like a mouth inside of a piece of stone, maybe a warthog mouth or something like that, and you do your classical movements, of course, as you would usually do with a warhammer of sorts. This one I got in my hands is just the regular one, so it's under armor pen 40% and health damage is 16. But I did put the better version in here, and of course you'll most likely get a better version if you use a better blacksmith and all of that to craft this. But this one in here, armor pen 40% and health damage is 46 in this one, so it should be pretty banging, and it's doubled the durability as well. The other item is these brand new skull claws, which honestly are so cool. I think they're supposed to be like big teeth or something or other on here, and you got some kind of skull on each side of these. But I really like these. They're super epic. Definitely fitting in with the primal theme, bones, you know, all of that kind of stuff. They're called feral claws, and they are 11 health damage and 8 armor pen. And then if we go ahead and look at the better versions of these, they are 32 health damage and still 8 armor pen, so they do more damage in general once you get them. Now let's move on to some of the odd items you get from this. This is apparently so that you get a Lemurian brazier, and it's called that, so I think this is completely correct. It is huge, by the way. And I have seen this thing like in the assets of the game. People actually use them in mods a lot of the time for decoration you can use. It's a bit weird that we are getting a Lemurian brazier and not like a jhebbal sag one, like a skull one or something. But nevertheless, it might be quite a cool item people would like in the game because it's a big fire cauldron. And I mean, it's going to look epic on a castle or something like that. There's also this thing which you will be very familiar with. It's called the basin of jhebbal sag, but what I don't understand with this, I think this has got to be placeholder because surely it can't be a finished product at all. Like, that would be just so confusing because this thing is identical to something you can already make in the game, which is called the thrall pot. And it works exactly the same. The more food you put in, the more it fills up. It does exactly the same thing. So that's why I'm a bit like, oh, that's weird. It's got to be a placeholder because it can't be an official item because we already have that. And it's the same with this one, the statue of jhebbal sag, which again is an identical item to a different religion, which would be extremely weird to use it for jhebbal sag. So I don't think it's going to come out in the finished product because, as you can see here, statue of Zath and then the statue of jhebbal sag, they are identical. So yeah, that would be really weird if they added identical models in for this. Maybe a mistake, I don't know, maybe an older build. We will have to see. But either way, we move on and we have the Hunter of jhebbal sag, one of the minions you can buy, and it's got like emblems on it and everything. So you can see this on the chest right here. It's got a symbol of jhebbal sag, blood down it. This is what would come for you at night, but now you have tamed it. You have overcome the beast and you have got one yourself. Having a look at it, we can look at the stats. You can see it's pretty decent at a level 0. If I get it to level up and then we have a look at it further again, you can see go up a little bit in health, but again, it seems to be a cosmetic type of creature. So I don't think you could do anything too useful with this unless they change it up in the future, which I kind of hope so, because you'd want to buy these creatures knowing they're useful and they're not just sitting around your base doing nothing and can't really defend themselves. Well, hopefully that's just an oversight and they fix that before it becomes to the official version, because otherwise what's the point in getting an epic pet like this if you can't use it? Next is probably my favorite thing that you saw me intro on, is this throne. It looks amazing, absolutely stunning. Very jhebbal sag as well. You got the bones in there, whole primal looking kind of aesthetic here, hides on the sides. I really like this throne, done extremely well. This item is called the Throne of jhebbal sag. Highly recommend this being one of your first item purchases if you do get this from the Thief store. And then we have this one, the Clan Emblem Workbench. So now you can change your clan emblem into a jhebbal sag symbol. So if you want to be very jhebbal saggy this season, then you can make your clan emblem into this and use it as you want to do. But that's what it provides if you are to get it. It's not like an item, it's just a paint for your clan emblem workbench. And then they have some spike trap. I don't know why they have a spike trap, but there's a spike trap you can have. You've seen it in the dungeons before. This is a very familiar item. I'll make myself drop on them properly. No, still not hurting me. Maybe it would... Oh, okay, hang on. Hang on. It might hurt now. I'm placing them on the floor. Alright, let's see if this works. Yeah, okay, they're functional spike traps. Thank goodness for that. So yeah, you could use functional spike traps, which might be good. I don't think they do like a whole lot of damage, but maybe they'd be really annoying if you're like defending a base and you place them all around the outside to get people and catch them out and maybe lose some health points off of them. I don't know, but it will lose health points off of you as well, so you need to bear that in mind. And that's pretty much all the items we are getting from this trader, which, I mean, there's some pretty cool stuff in here, pretty cool cosmetics. I would definitely say the one I love the most is definitely the throne and the thing on my back right now. I'm hoping these other things get sorted out so they're not these models, because it doesn't make sense like that. The cape itself, I got a really good version of it. It gives you agility weapon damage and agility weapon damage twice, weirdly enough. Okay, plus 6% in both. I'm wondering if that's supposed to say strength as well, who knows. But it has an armor value of 56 and it sits on your chest plate slot. So it might be something you'd want to skin or something onto your usual chest plate so you can wear it, but it does look pretty epic. To quickly show you guys as well what this would look like on a male model with this thrall, we can have a look here. He's got it on with a bow on the back, which is pretty cool, and it looks really good on the male as well, I will admit. So if you want a cool looking thing for your male character, then I think this will also do the trick. It looks pretty good on this guy. He's looking at me suspiciously. He's like, why are you looking at me? But yeah, those are all the cosmetic items you can get out of the Teeth shop when it comes to the brand new event. Don't forget you can get this big old bear boss if you complete the whole challenge and all that good stuff. I'm looking forward to see what the final models look like when they come out in the full release of this kind of update, because we are in test right now. I'm thinking maybe the jhebbal sag statues will probably look more like this, which I don't know why they didn't use this as a placeholder, but hey ho. And then I don't know about the other things. Or it could be the torch because it's got a fire in its mouth. That would be really cool. Anyways, I would love to see more decoration and theme around jhebbal sag, because there isn't that much of it in the game, to be honest, and he's a super interesting character. The whole thing with it is like really intriguing to me, so I hope they go more in depth with it, and it definitely feels very survival-esque, primitive, and extremely interesting to me. So hopefully they go down that route a little bit more. I would love to see more. Let me know what you guys think about the new decorations, and that will be it from me today. Thank you for watching, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!